Welcome back. Now that we have filled out our MX-054, we will focus on completing the log page portion of the self-issue ferry flight training course. This section will guide you through the proper information and flow of the log page to perform a ferry flight. We have an issue with one of our aircraft in Nashville. The L1 escape slide is partially deployed. We need to ferry the aircraft from Nashville to Lakeland. Let's look at how to properly negotiate this log page. The discrepancy has been filled out for you. This was a write-up by the flight crew. They found the L1 slide partially deployed. It was reported to maintenance control, and a Delta technician came out to fill out the log page for the ferry flight. We are just going to focus on the top portion of the log page at the moment. The on-call technician will fill out the time and the ATA code block. Maintenance control will tell the tech to place a check mark in the yes box to indicate that this is an RII item. The verbiage in the corrective action box should be as follows. Secured L1 escape slide per AMM 256601. This aircraft has been inspected and is safe for the intended ferry flight from BNA to LAL. The technician will reference the GMM Chapter 8.2.6 in the certification box and will place their signature, ID number, and date. The tech will also reference which on-call maintenance company they work for. The on-call technician will also fill out the top portion of the second discrepancy block as follows. The on-call technician will check the box for maintenance. He will have the flight number. The technician knows that it will ferry to LAL, the date, and the technician ID number. The technician will then rewrite the same discrepancy in item number 2. Maintenance control will supply an AMOS number for the on-call technician to place in the box on the left-hand side of the log page. Since this item is a required inspection item, it must be inspected. Maintenance control will either request an authorized RII technician from our airline to travel to this station or perform a one-time RII authorization for an on-call technician following the procedures in GMM 5.3 and filling out an MX-045. The inspector will sign the RII block and place their ID number. Now that the write-up is in the log page and the MX-054 has been completed and placed on board the aircraft with the logbook, we are able to perform the ferry flight to Lakeland. Our ferry flight has landed in LAL. The on-call technician in Nashville prepared the log page for the ferry flight to Lakeland. There should be an initial write-up, a corrective action to prepare the aircraft for a ferry flight, and the initial write-up should have been transcribed to discrepancy item number 2. After the technicians have removed and replaced the L1 door escape slide, we are ready to finish this portion of the log page. Enter the time, the ATA code, and be sure the RII is checked yes because this is on our RII list. For the corrective action, we are going to sign that we removed and replaced the L1 escape slide in accordance with AMM 256601. The technician must also notate the part number on and off as well as the serial numbers on the parts. The technician that did the repair will complete the certification block by referencing the AMM chapter and section for the repair, their signature and ID number, and the date. The inspector performing the RII will inspect the repair and place his or her name on the RII signature line and provide their ID number. Now we need to fill out the airworthiness release section. Since the inspector that performed the RII has an AWR authorization, he can now complete the AWR section following the procedures in GMM 4.3. The AMOS work order number will be the same as the work order number from the second discrepancy block, in this case, 320389. Other will be circled in the check completed section. Finally, the inspector will provide their signature, ID number, and the date and station. After the inspector completes the AWR, he will audit all log pages up to the previous airworthiness release for condition, legibility, intelligibility, and completeness. If everything is good, they will initial and ID the review section. Thank you for completing the log page training. Your time and attention are greatly appreciated. By completing this section, you now understand how to accurately and efficiently document information on log pages during ferry flights. If you have any questions or need further clarification, please contact the quality team. Please select the Continue button in the RISE module to take a short quiz on the 3 sections we have gone over today.